Hello, good morning, children. Today we are going to revise our chapter number 5 according to new syllabus, that is judiciary. Although I have taught you this chapter in detail in the beginning also, but today I am going to teach you it once again in the form of revision because you have next test from this chapter only, that is post midterm test. Post midterm first test in the coming next week on Sunday. So in that I have included this chapter. So intentionally I am going to teach you that one only. So in this chapter the major points of our teaching and learnings are: what is the meaning of rule of law, then what is judiciary, organizations of judiciary, there are what are the methods of the judiciary's organization, selection rather than election, then functions of the judiciary, integrated judiciary system. On sixth point I'll teach you composition of Supreme Court and ad hoc judges on the seventh point. On eighth point, I'll tell you about the appointments of the judges, term, removal, salary. 11th point, and jurisdiction and functions, and jurisdiction and functions of judiciary. Then I'll tell you about the high courts, judicial reviews, then jurisdictions, powers. Being a student of this humanities, it is very, very important for you to know all about all these things. So when I'm going to tell you first meaning of rule of law. A rule of law means that law is supreme in a democratic country. Nobody is above the law. Everybody is equal before the law. Very very conceptual things. किस concepts को हमें समझना है. What is rule of law means law is equal for everyone. Law is supreme, right? So if I go its detail, that judiciary is the third organ of the government. Without judiciary there can be no state worth the names. Its function is to do justice. Okay, got it? The judiciary's major function is to do justice, is to give justice to each and everyone residing or who is the citizen of that particular country. Students, please note that these points you have to add in the importance of the judiciary, or why do we need judiciary. So in this way it decides the uh, disputes between citizens and between the states and citizens and among the citizens. Judiciary has the duty to punish all those who break the law, right? Like we can say that it's everybody's duty to maintain law and justice, but the people who are not maintaining uh, law and order, they should be punished. And who can punish them? Judiciary. Got it? है ना इंटरेस्टिंग. घर पे किसकी जुडिशरी होती है? दादी दादा की, मम्मी पापा की ना. जब आप भी आपस में भाई बहन लड़ते हो तो देन किसी भी बात पे कोई इशू हो जाता है, क्लासरूम में मैम होते हैं, सर होते हैं, लाइक दैट, राइट? इन दिस वे अगर कंट्री में कुछ लोग लड़ रहे हैं तो उनकी अगर कोई डिस्प्यूट्स हैं, कोई इश्यूज हैं, तो जुडिशरी हेल्प्स देम. वी कैन नॉट सी दैट कि किसी को इन्फीरियरिटी एंड सुपीरियोरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स शो करना है. वी हैव टू गिव देम जस्टिस रिगार्डिंग दैट. तो देन judiciary is an important organ of the government and it is an strongest pillar of the democracy. The main function of the judiciary to all the to settle all the disputes. Then organization of the judiciary mean to say there are three methods of organizing judiciary: election by the people, elections by legislature, appointments by executive. Appointment by executive is the most common and most satisfactory method for the choice of the judges. And here I would like to use that the choice selection of the judges is done on their based upon their educational qualifications. It is selective rather than elective. Very, very important. You can mention this line. It is selective rather than elective. It has been intentionally done, right? Because इसमें हम प्रीवियस क्लासेस में हमने पढ़ा था सिविल सर्वेंट्स एंड पॉलिटिकल एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड परमानेंट एग्जीक्यूटिव. तो ये वो लोग होते हैं जो एजुकेटेड होते हैं, अपनी क्वालिफिकेशन के बेस पे, अपने कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम के बेस पे, नॉलेज के बेस पे अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं. It may be either the judges or the advocates or the lawyers. So, what are the functions of the judiciary? Very, very important. Decisions of disputes. जब भी किसी को इशू हो जाता है, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हो जाते हैं, तो उसमें जुडिशरी ही इनका डिसीजन देती है अकॉर्डिंग टू द सुप्रीम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Interpretation of the law mean to say whenever there is some misuse, misunderstanding, misconception regarding law, any type of law, only that time judiciary is responsible to give interpretation to the people in a simple language to make them understand. And nowadays this question must be there in your mind, that why these farmers are taking too much pain, no? But somehow here we are doubt about the independence of the judiciary. Why judiciary take action regarding that? It has supreme power. Then next our function is making of laws. Whatsoever laws are made by our parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, then passed, and then it is to implement. It is the supreme duty of the judiciary. It has to see that whether these laws have been made, are these laws are beneficial for each and everyone. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं हो रहा कि कुछ सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी को ध्यान में रख के ये लॉ बना दिए गए, जहाँ कुछ पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर के अंडर लॉ बना दिए गए. तो दैट इज़ द होल सोल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द जुडिशरी टू मेकिंग ऑफ द लॉज, कि व्हाट टाइप ऑफ लॉज आर बीइंग मेड. इट शुड बी वेलफेयर, नॉट any single section of the society is benefit oriented. In other words, we can say that making of law or implementation of the law is the major responsibility of the judiciary. Then our fourth function, protection of our fundamental rights of the citizens. We see that if we have any type of exploitation of our fundamental rights, we can knock the door of the judiciary. Many times we people teach you, we have also heard from our teachers that हम कोर्ट कचहरी का दरवाज़ा खटखटा सकते हैं अपनी किसी तरह का भी, अगर हमारा फंडामेंटल राइट्स को एक्सप्लॉइटेशन हो सकता है. तो फंडामेंटल राइट्स, यू नो दैट राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन, राइट अगेंस्ट एक्सप्लॉइटेशन, एजुकेशनल एंड कल्चरल राइट्स, ठीक है, राइट टू फ्रीडम टू रिलीजन, social, economic and political right, and very, very important, that is our sixth right. How can we secure our fundamental rights? How can we secure our fundamental rights? So that is also, there are different six type of writs we can issue and we can raise in the court for our protection of fundamental rights. Protection of the constitution, far most important activity of the judiciary, advisory functions, etc. Apart from that, it is the very important function of the judiciary. It can advise president, parliament, even our parliament can be given advice by the judiciary based upon the interpretation of the constitution. Integrated judiciary. Next, our fifth point is that Indian constitution establishes an integrated judiciary with the Supreme Court as the highest judicial authority in the country. Highest judicial authority in the country. हमें local court, district court, high court, whenever we are not satisfied with that, we can go to the Supreme Court. And then there is a provision of ad hoc judges. तो ad hoc judges मीन टू से इसमें कुछ स्पेशल जजेस की जो हमारा अपॉइंटमेंट होती है किसी पर्टिकुलर डिसीजन के लिए, तो दैट आल्सो द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड्स फॉर द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ ad hoc judges in the case of lack of quorum of any session of the court. ठीक है, उसके लिए ये स्पेशल अपना प्रोविज़न है हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, तो उसके लिए ये कुछ जजेस की अपनी मीटिंग कर सकते हैं किसी पर्टिकुलर डिसीजन के लिए, तो दे कैन बी अपॉइंटेड. नाउ अवर एट्थ पॉइंट इज द हाउ द जजेस आर अपॉइंटेड. एज आई मेड इट क्लियर in earlier also, the judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the president. Dear student, do make it clear that they are appointed, not selected by the president. ठीक है, उनको सिर्फ प्रेसिडेंट अपॉइंटमेंट देते हैं, सिलेक्शन उनका अपनी एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन पे होता है. दे शुड हैव वर्कड एज अ जज इन एनी ऑफ द हाई कोर्ट कॉन्टिन्यूसली नॉट लेस दैन 5 ईयर. राइट, इसमें थोड़ा कंसिडर कर लेते हैं, लेस देन 5 ईयर और मे बी एनी अदर टाइप ऑफ जज अप टू 10 ईयर, अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है तो इन दिस वे दिस इज द वेरी वेरी मीन टू से टू कीप इन माइंड दैट द experience of the judges, this is kept in mind. Then terms of the judges of the Supreme Court. Term is always there, that it can be removed from the office before fixed tenure, but just the judges of the Supreme Court hold office till they complete the age of 65 year. ठीक है, इट इज़ नॉट कि इतने साल की उनकी सर्विस है, ओनली विद एज. तो रिमूवल ऑफ द जजेस वेरी वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट, once again based upon impeachment motion, right? The non-confidence motion, judges can be removed from the office by the president on the ground of proved misbehavior of incapacity. And then comes the very very important, ठीक है, भूखे पेट तो पूजा भी नहीं होती, तो सैलरी प्लेज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल टू कीप जुडिशरी इंडिपेंडेंट फ्रॉम ऑल टाइप ऑफ पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर्स. वेरी हैंडसम सैलरी इज़ प्रोवाइडेड, हैंडसम सैलरी इज़ गिवन टू जजेस एंड जो एडवोकेट्स हैं हमारे डिफरेंट कोर्ट्स के. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस डाटा 2,80,000 पर मंथ एंड सैलरी ऑफ द चीफ जस्टिस. ठीक है, जैसे उसमें 5 जजेस होते हैं तो उनमें से 1 चीफ जस्टिस होता है सुप्रीम कोर्ट में, एग्जैक्टली सेम वे हाई कोर्ट्स में भी होते हैं, सम मोर जजेस एंड 1 चीफ जस्टिस. तो जो हाई कोर्ट का चीफ जस्टिस होता है ही गेट्स 2,80,000 सैलरी, अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 3 लाख एंड सम अदर प्रोविजंस. ठीक है, जिसे हम फैसिलिटीज़ बोलते हैं, वो भी उनको मिलती हैं. तो एंड अपेक्स कोर्ट जजेस गेट 2,50,000 पर मंथ सैलरी. दिस इज़ वेरी हैंडसम अमाउंट अबाउट द judges. Jurisdictions and functions. When we talk about jurisdictions and functions,